Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry about that. Starting to get a little under the weather. Had the had a snow day this weekend, so we're kind of snowed in, and we played out in the snow today and made a snowman. So starting to feel it a little bit. Ah, let's see. How'd you guys left you guys waiting long enough? Let's see. We got some people here in the chat. Let's jump right into it. We got Corey. Sorry I can't watch it live. I'll catch the replay. Hey Corey, it's all right, man. I know Saturday nights are a little bit hard to go live with. A lot of people busy doing stuff. Movie Hunter. Evening, everyone. Playing Designated Driver tonight, so I might have to duck out early, but we'll catch the replay if I do. Oh, no problem. I'd much rather people be safe than be, in my stream. You can't be here if you're wrecked, right? Not many pickups this year. Thankfully, they went like. No, I feel you on that. I do. I haven't really jumped into any steel books yet this year, but I have been grabbing a few other things, and we'll get into those this evening. Hey mom, how's it going? Hey Brian, last movie standing, how's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well this evening. Hey Vince, how's it going? Van Ghoul, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah. If that was me you were talking about. How's it going, Joel? Hope you're doing all right this evening. Hey Cal, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Got a lot of the greats in here this evening. Didn't realize the Steelers and the Ravens were playing, but I don't really follow football like that. So. Oh yeah? Who's winning right now? I'm more of a Steelers fan if I have to choose one. Oh, really? Really? Sounds fun. Saturday night is the night to be doing that. Right? For sure. Oh, well, I'm glad everybody's doing all right. I don't know how many people watch me that's over in California. So if you are, I hope you're fine and safe, and so is all of your belongings. What movie did I watch today? We watched Solo, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and we have about an hour left in Return of the Jedi, but we stopped it so that way I could go live with you guys. So we'll finish that tomorrow. We're doing our rewatch through Star Wars, and I've been doing Letterbox for like almost 3 years now, and I've never logged them. So it's been a while since I've seen the Star Wars movies, and figure it's probably worth a watch. Worth a first time watch on my OLED. Star Wars much. Yeah. Yeah, my wife wanted to do a series rewatch. She just got done doing the Lord of the Rings rewatch, and then we did Harry Potter together, and now we're doing Star Wars as a watch through. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I really dug the Obi-Wan series. We snuck that in between 3 and Rogue One. Hey Fish, how's it going? I hope you're doing well this evening. I mean, my daughter sat out here and watched a little bit of it with us today, and my son watched a little bit of it with us, but they were mainly in their video games. They like that more than movies for the most part. They have a couple movies that they've clung to pretty good, but they're not really into Star Wars like that. Sorry, I think I just hit that. I do apologize. Trying to figure out this new I kind of have things rearranged a little differently right now on the desk, so I'm trying to figure that out. Mm, nice. Yeah, we got some great people in here. So, well, the first thing I want to show off, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, because most everybody that's in here follows me on Instagram. I showed this one off quite a bit, but I kind of had my hand covering up the damage. So, they made those new Lionsgate steel books, or not steel books, I'm sorry, slip covers, the new, like the Valentine's Day ones. And they're nothing but fingerprint magnets, really. But I was happy to get one of them for sure. And I was happy about the second one, but now I'm not so happy about it just because, of course, the Blu-ray curse. But the first one I got was My Best Friend is a Vampire. And, I showed this off um, on my Instagram, but I kind of had my hand covering where the slip cover's all janky. Like they shoved it into the shelf space. All three of mine that were at my Walmart were like that. Every slip cover that Walmart had for this line was damaged in one way or another. I couldn't have gotten a full undamaged set if I wanted, so I just got the couple movies that I wanted. And this was one that I was wanting to get because underneath of it, like I was telling everyone, it's a Vestron. So I'll just put it on my Vestron shelf, and hopefully I'll find a Vestron slip for it at some point. And if I don't, whatever, I'll keep it naked too. It doesn't really matter. But it's going in its spot where it belongs. I wasn't either. I got into them around. Yeah, yeah. Well, man, episode 1 was something different though. I remember waiting in line to go watch that at the IMAX. Like that was like one of the biggest movies of the century, honestly. We waited longer to buy tickets than it took to watch the movie. Hey Eli, how's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well this evening. He's been in all the live chats this evening too. Everyone that I'm in, he's into. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Hunter, that was the other one that I grabbed. And this is the one that I'm a little upset about because they just announced the 4K for it. And since it's Lionsgate, it'll probably get a really nice like 4K steelbook with a slipcover. But this is the first time that I've bought this movie. Every time I think I own it, I don't. Like, I'm always like, "Oh, I have that movie," and I come home and I'm like, "No, I don't have it." So I did finally buy it for the first time, and it is a really nice slipcover. Now, what may save me is the 4K might not come with a Blu-ray disc, so that might not be too bad. And I do want that I Spelt in Your Grave as well, but I was trying to keep myself um a little a little on a leash, so these were the only two that I only got these two, and I figured 1/5 of the set is not too terrible. But this has damage on the top of it. It's not terrible, but it's noticeable on all of them, and this was the best conditioned one of this movie. Like, it's got the same kind of marks right over here as the bottom of my Descent does, and then it has that there. In other ones, they were kind of ripped. So, yeah, my Walmart did not treat them very well, but they did get them at least, and they don't usually get them, so that's a plus. We don't usually get the new, modular setups and shelf setups. Really? Okay, see, I've never seen it before. I got it as a blind buy just as a Vestron because I think Vestron is going to be the first numbered line I try to go for. Though some of them are quite a bit more expensive than I thought they were going to be. So, the marketing for episode 1 was crazy. Movie, not so much. Well, the final battle was the best battle in the franchise. That's about it. Yeah, they made me fall in love with Darth Maul, and then he just cuts him right out of the whole series, like with the quickness. Maul was one of my favorites. And episode 1, they had crazy campaigning. I mean, they were on all of the Pepsi products and Mountain Dew products. Uh, there were trading cards and all kinds of stuff. Tons of episode 1 video games. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm hoping it won't be a Lionsgate limited because I'm not really liking those prices. I don't think Lionsgate warrants boutique style prices for their releases. They don't tend to put that much into their restorations. That's just my opinion on that. 5 bucks off. Right? The Walmart doesn't take anything off. But hey, I mean, they were only $10 and the movie themselves were worth the 10. So I try not to harp too bad on the slips. I'm just happy to get good deals on the movies. Yeah, you should because from what I understand, I was watching Basement Blues stream earlier and 8 more slips came out this week for Blu-rays, and I don't really know what the slips are for. I'll have to go check Walmart's out. Not sure if my Walmart will be one to have them or not, but that era of Oh, hey, the charm is where it's at though. And I like those types of like 80s, 90s campy style movies. They're always really fun. I always have a lot of fun with them. Yes, Taco Bell had all of the character cups with the toppers. I have a full set of those somewhere in my house or in storage. Yes, yes, I've seen that. I do have that on my want to buy list because I seen it was coming out for only $16. So I'm waiting for Just Friends to go up for pre-order. I'm hoping that they both go up at the same time, and I'll just order them both at the same time. If not, I mean, I'll get the Ninja Scroll. Yeah, the Steelbook sold out really quick. But to be honest, I'm becoming less of a Steelbook fan versus just getting them standard because of the price difference and how bad they've been shipping stuff to me lately. Walmart and Amazon both, which I know you collect all the Steelbooks, but I've not had good luck with getting Steelbooks in good condition in my area. But then again, I haven't been getting good packages. Like, I haven't been getting quick packages sent to me anyways. I haven't had Amazon 2-day shipping in 5 years now. It takes a minimum of 3 days, and that's if I order on a Monday, I might get things on a Thursday. So, and then I get it in a paper bag. He probably did buy them all. Maybe he could hook me up with selling me one of them for not $400. I don't know how much they are. I didn't even look it up. When they sold out, I didn't wanna keep looking at it because it's, yes, that gorgeous. It's a great steelbook. Yeah. Wow. Now see, I haven't went to Walmart, in a couple days. I've been snowed in. Uh, so I haven't went to see if my Walmart has any of the new stuff. My Walmart doesn't usually get any of the new things, though. Oh, nice. Thank you for the super chat. Um, One release of 2025 you're looking most looking forward to. Is that gonna be movie in general, like new movie in the theater or new physical media release? 'Cause I guess it's 2 separate categories. Oh, either one. Okay. Well, as it stands, I'm pretty excited for that new Hard Eyes movie. I wanna go see that in the theater when it comes out. I think it's a good Valentine's Day date movie, and, physical media-wise, it's kind of a ways out, but I'm excited for the potential of getting a Nightmare on Elm Street, uh, 4K box set this year. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I also did some Dollar General shopping recently, and I got sorry about that, hit the mic. I gotta tell everybody, you should be hitting up Dollar General, and at least, like, not sleeping on them. Uh, they have boutique DVDs, I guess, is the best way to put it. Um, and some of these are pretty expensive DVDs, and their Blu-ray counterparts are even more expensive. So I'm pretty excited to have them. Now, it looks like they're a mixture of Distribution Solutions and Mill Creek that is releasing Kino Lorbers at Dollar General for a pretty darn good price. So they're listed for $5.95 a piece. So we got $6 Kino Lorber DVDs, brand new at Walmart. This one was stocked by Mill Creek, and that's The Long Goodbye. And when I looked up the DVD for this on Amazon, I think it was about $15 or $20. And the Blu-ray is long out of print. It's like 70 or 80. All of these are like 70 or 80. Actually, I think they just kind of go up from there. I think this was the cheapest one that I could find on Blu-ray. So, nice Kino Lorber. I think it's cool that I'm finding Kino Lorber DVDs at Dollar General. I mean, it's Mill Creek that stocked that one. And like I said, Distribution Centers is stocking the others. So that's pretty cool. Eli, nice. Now that one comes with a nice slipcover, right? I was thinking about grabbing that up. I will be grabbing something up on the Barnes and Noble sale this month. I just don't know what. Things are going out of stock, and I'm sure things will go back in stock throughout the month. But I don't know what two I want to get. I'm gonna limit myself to just two, and one of those will be a new release of some sort this month. Because there's a couple new releases I'm interested in, but I don't buy new released arrows at full price too often. Hey, Brian, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes, that's what I thought. I thought it had a nice slip cover. It was in like one of those thinner cases, almost like my mall rats, where it's just a really nice arrow slip. I dig those as well. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I was thinking about possibly grabbing that one up, but eh, it's whatever. I'll be happy with whatever I get whenever I decide to make the purchase. I was actually going to take some cash that I had and go get a Barnes and Noble card, but I've been kind of stuck at home for a couple days, so that's not been very possible. But it's okay. It's going on all month long. And I gotta taper back. Once you guys see all the stuff that I have been getting, I gotta taper back just a little bit. This other Kino Lorber that I got, like I said, it was Dollar General. All three of these are at Dollar General. This was a distribution services, and it's got Sean Penn in it. I dig Sean Penn. It's called The Falcon and the Snowman. I really like Sean Penn for the most part, and finding, like I said, just finding Kino Lorbers at Dollar General blew my mind. And this was one of those ones that's like, I think this is like a $26 DVD, but the Blu-ray is like 85 to like $95. So that was really cool. I was happy to find that one. But the one that I was the most happy to find, and it was another one that was, I guess this was another Mill Creek uh stock. So the company must be in stock of, or in charge of stocking this. And when I looked this one up, it was pretty hard to find as well. And the Blu-ray was really expensive. Like, it was over $100 for the Blu-ray. And it was Married to the Mob with Michelle Pfeiffer. I like Michelle Pfeiffer, and I've never seen this one before. It's also got Alec Baldwin in it. So I'm pretty excited to check these out. These Kino Lorbers were all blind buys. Um, so I don't mind spending, $5-6 on some blind buys, especially, if there's some cool little Kino Lorbers. I kind of had me a little boutique, like a DVD boutique shelf kind of deal. So kind of, I do still kind of mess with boutique DVDs when I see them out and about, because it's kind of hard to be upset about getting a good deal on some boutique DVDs from time to time. Hey, Grant. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too, my friend. Already planned out. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to plan out my movies as they're announcing them. I'm kinda putting them into the Blu-ray app, and I'm trying to keep myself, on a leash, but still get some new stuff. They're releasing a lot of really good things. Yeah? See, like I said, I've never seen it before, so I'm pretty excited to grab it up. I was I was I was very surprised that they had Kino Lorber's at Dollar General, like, and some good ones. I mean, it kinda blew my mind, to be honest. I haven't really found I don't feel like I've found any boutiques at Dollar General per se, but now that Big Lots is going out, that might be see, and it's a good movie, but now that Big Lots is going out, Dollar General might just be the only place to really go, you know? Thanks, Eli. I appreciate it, my friend. I also do want to let everyone know, I do have a, PO box down in the description, or not in the description of the video, down on my info bar. I just want to say that once. That's it. I got it as a gift, so I figured I should probably let people know it's there. But thank you for thinking my channel is amazing. If you're here watching, I think you're amazing. So. Thanks for sharing out Joel's channel. Joel runs a great channel over there as well. He's been doing some really fun live streams and showing off some of his new DVDs and stuff. Yeah, cool, cool. Because I like Michelle Pfeiffer, so I'm excited to check that out. Yes, definitely show him some love. Get him a sub. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone, please, if you're watching on the replay, this link right there, if you can go and get it. Yeah, mine is probably toast as well. Um, my next video is actually my final Big Lots haul. That I'm not showing that tonight. I'm showing everything I've gotten this year except for that. It was kind of a bittersweet um visit, and I wanted to make it a separate video because it's a little more sentimental to me than lumping it in with everything else. But I think mine is just about cooked as well, my friend. I think the liquidation company's all the same for the most part. It's all them movies you love or whatever is what it's called. Movies at home, movies you buy. That's what it is. Movies you buy. So I think that's what whoever that company is, they distribute out to a lot of the same. Hamilton Book will probably keep getting lots and lots of stock for us, which is fine for me. um my computer is I'm not sure, Joel. I'll have to look in some messages because I can't remember. To be honest with you, I can't really remember what it is. Um, but I know that when I bought it, because I bought it from a bookstore actually, and it was a custom build, and I had to add a thing or two to it. But I know it's like 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and I think it's a I don't know, it's some kinda TI 80 Pro or something. I don't really know the numbers all that well. I have to ask my buddy again that, um, added the, RAM to it, what my entire specs are because 'cause I'm just not really good with the numbers, but he told me I can run whatever I want and I can play VR games on it, so It's good enough, I guess. I'm just doing streams on it and redeeming free games on Amazon for the most part. I went into Big Lots today by me. Sad to see it going away. Always fun. Yeah, I did too. I found some good stuff. Like I said, my last Big Lots haul video, it's coming really soon. And I feel like I got some good stuff there for a last hit. And a lot of really good gems in my collection came from Big Lots. So, but we'll also talk about why I think Dollar General might be my new go-to spot because I'm kind of getting the same deals that I got at Big Lots at Dollar General nowadays. At least myself personally anyways. Now I went in there I went into Dollar General originally. I got those Kino Lorbers, but I originally went in there to get that my friend was telling me about. Oh, sorry about that. I keep hitting my mic. Somebody did, but they still haven't been told they haven't been told which ones are gonna stay open, and from what I understand, some of it may have not been passed. I need to ask my friend again what he knows. I haven't been into my Big Lots since before this meeting that was supposed to uh, take place to determine whether or not they were gonna try to save some of the stores or not. Um, I just know that I got an email that said that Big Lots 30% off everything, up to 30% off everything in store, all stores closing still, and that was on Monday or Tuesday of this week, so just a few days ago. So they're upping their percent off, and I believe they're just gonna keep upping it until they liquidate everything out and close the doors. Um, I did hear that it was the same company that owns Roses was gonna buy stock in their company, like, buy, like, some of their stores and keep some of their stores open and keep the Big Lots name to differentiate themselves from Roses, and what would be nice about that is that um, local Big Lots is between 2 Roses stores, so they would fit right in a truck route of a Roses. Yeah, a majority of them will still close. More than half is the way it's looking. Sorry about that. I should probably go live just a little bit more often. Oh, so I can remember to unmute my mic. Um, yeah, some of the, stores closing. It does stink. Thanks for letting me know I lost the sound. Yeah. Yeah, the Big Lots, it's terrible, guys. I really do. It really does stink. So yeah, I was saying I went into Dollar General originally so I could pick up a Christmas movie, and I ended up getting it after Christmas. Obviously, it's past the New Year, but I had seen it in there, and I'm like, well, a little late. But I got home and I'm still muted. Am I still muted? Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, okay. I thought so. I thought so. Maybe. Okay, I seen, Cal's message pop up and it said I was muted. He might be a few seconds behind. Okay. Anyway, so I went in there to get Fred Claus, and I wasn't sure I was really wanting it, but I came home and I was digging through my slip covers, and I just so happened to have a really nice shiny slippy slip for it. So, and funny enough, I went in there and um he couldn't scan it because there wasn't a price on it. And I was hoping that he would just scan one of the other ones that I got, because I got these other two here, and just go ahead and, I would just get it for whatever. I didn't know what the price was. He could have charged me whatever the most expensive one was, and I would have wanted it because I think this goes for a little over 10 on Amazon anyways. And I knew that I was going to get it new and have it complete, so I didn't really mind. But he couldn't get it to scan because he peeled the sticker off and couldn't get it to scan. And hey, he just threw it in the bag. I got home and checked the receipt, and he didn't even scan one of these other ones 2 times to make up for it. He just threw this in there. So a win for me for the guy getting mad at his job for the day, I guess. I get Fred Claus complete. Pretty happy about that. It's pretty cool. Oh, Smirk's in here. Hey, how's it going, Smirk? All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know I was good. Gizmo, how's it going? Nice, nice, cool. Thanks, guys. Now the other one that I got, I like my documentaries. And I grabbed this one up, and I just thought he'd scan this one or my next one because they're both basically the same price. They're both the same price, but I got In Search of Sharks, or search for the great sharks. That's what it's called. Yeah, Search for the Great Sharks. It's a IMAX like documentary. I love documentaries and nature Blu-rays and stuff like that. That was really the thing that got me pulled into high definition quickly. Back in the day when they first had flat screens and they were showing off high definition, what sold me was all of the nature stuff on TVs and stores. It all looked so good. Um, so we got, In Search for Sharks. I did want to let everybody know I do have a goal going on in the channel. If we get 5 super chats, what we're going to do is we are going to do a wheel spin for everyone that gives a super chat, and you can give more for more chances to be put on the wheel. I will let you choose a movie from Amazon that's on this list for me to buy and ship to you. So if we hit that goal of 5 super chats tonight during this live stream, we'll throw all the names of the super chatters on a wheel, and then we'll spin it, and I'll let whoever wins choose a movie from this Amazon sale that's currently going on. And there's a lot to choose from, and I'll buy it and I'll turn around and I'll ship it out to you. So we got that going on there in the chat. Now another one that I got at Big Lots was one that my friend Tiana told me about, and I told her that I thought it was at Big Lots for $5, and at the time it was at Big Lots for like $5. But when I went back this on my last Big Lots trip, uh, hint, hint, it wasn't there. You're not going to see it in that video. You're going to see it now. It wasn't there, and that was probably a good thing because I ended up finding it Dollar General for less than 5. I got it for 3, and I asked her if it was worth the 5, and she said she'd pay no more than 5. So Tiana, I got one pulled over, and I got it for $3, and that is The Call, and it's got Tobin Bell in it. So I dig Tobin Bell. I figure for about $3, it's probably worth checking it out. On the back of it, this lady looks creepy as can be. It looks like it'd probably be pretty fun to check out. Might be a really nice ride. So, got the call. Yeah? Yeah, see, that's what Tiana said. Tiana said it was okay. I asked her if I got it for $5, if that was a good deal, and she said she wouldn't pay more than 5, and I only paid 3, so I feel like I got out okay on that. So, I also went into a different Dollar General a couple of days later, and I didn't find any, Kino Lorbers. I kinda dug around, and the only one that I found, I didn't find any others. I ended up finding Married to the Mob at another this other Dollar General that I found these next 2 movies at. Oh, Tiana, you just missed it. Check it out. Um, I ended up getting it. You said $5, you wouldn't pay more than that for it. 5 would be a decent deal, so I one-upped it and got it for 3. So I was just showing that off. I thought you would dig that. I only got it because you said it was worth about $5 at the most. So, oh, it happened to just be in the zeitgeist when it popped up. Yeah, see, I figured it was probably decent, a decent grab. Yeah, 3 is a good price. Yeah, at Dollar Tree. Now, see, my Dollar Trees around me have never carried movies. They used to carry DVDs many years ago, like in 2019, and then I think in 2019, my one my local one at the time, I've moved since then. My local one at the time, which is like a town or 2 over, they remodeled and got rid of all their movies. Like, they moved locations and stopped carrying movies altogether. So that was pre-2020. It's been like 6 years. And then in my town, I have a Dollar Tree, but it's a Family Dollar Tree, and they carry movies, but they carry stuff more akin to like Mill Creek and SDS, but they start at like $10 DVDs, and I ain't about that. Not in 2025, I'm not. So yeah, like I said, I went to another Dollar General. They did have Married to the Mob there. So like that's why I say definitely check out your Dollar Generals. I found some of these same Kino Lorbers at different Dollar Generals. I found all of these at the same one, but I did not find all 3 of them at every one. Some were at other ones. I went to 3 different Dollar Generals, right? No, I went to 4 different Dollar Generals in total just to kind of browse around and seen basically these same 3 Kinos, but you might find something else because I just didn't even realize they were carrying any Kinos. Um, but I went in there and in there just to kind of dig around. They had a lot of movies at this one, like a lot. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Um, I don't know. I'll have pictures. I'll be showing pictures up on a community tab about Dollar General and why you shouldn't sleep on them because it was a lot. It was a lot of really good um, things they had in stock, and it was really hard for me to only choose 2 to get out of there. But I was trying to keep myself at a budget while I was there because, well, like I said, you guys have seen what I've gotten already this year, and I got a few more things still besides these Dollar General pickups. No, no, it's not. The Blu-ray is like over $100, but I seen that the DVD is like pretty pricey as well. But the DVD for $6, and I seen this one just about every Dollar General I went to. So if you want Married to the Mob, like if you just want to be able, if you just want to have it and be able to get it, and you're fine with the DVD, definitely check Dollar Generals, because I seen this is the one that I seen at every Dollar General I checked. So this is popping up, and it's still a pretty pricey DVD, Brian. Like even the DVD is pretty pricey. Oh, thank you, Tiana. I appreciate it. Okay, so there is a little thing here. I guess I don't know how to change this where it's only set for super chats for the wheel spin giveaway, but I am gonna count stickers as well, because obviously, like, I don't know why I wouldn't. I'm gonna count the stickers as well as the chats. Or yes. So we're gonna be at we're at 3 now in total, because thank you, Joel. I appreciate it, my friend. Oh wait, oh sorry, that's a red boy. Okay. Well, maybe I might have to redo that, because they have it set up for 5 super chats at 5 or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's super. Yeah, the Blu-ray's super out of print. The DVDs is out of print as well now, I believe, because it's a pretty pricey DVD. Uh, Now this next Blu-ray that I got, it's gonna get a 4K this year. Heck, both of these might actually, but I almost guarantee this will get a 4K, just like the Descent that I got, that Descent slipcover. I bought it. It's getting a 4K. This is probably going to get one as well, even though if it does, it should be in 2027 to coincide with like a 25th anniversary since the movie came out, I believe. I believe this was in 2002. Yes, it was in 2002. This Blu-ray's a 10-year anniversary Blu-ray. Technically, it's just not marketed, but I got Queen of the Damned. I have a fun time with this movie. Um, I like the Interview with the Vampire better. It's a better representation of Anne Rice's book, but I have a really fun time with this movie, mainly because when it came out, I was like in high school, and the soundtrack was so freaking good. I mean, you had Corn doing the soundtrack for this for the most part, and a few other really good bands. But this has got, I mean, honestly, if even if it comes to 4K, who cares? Look at this. Look at all these special features. It's freaking loaded. I'm having a hard time. I repositioned my camera. I have to figure out how to slant this just right, but it's loaded with special features. Additional scenes. It's got 3 old music videos, uh, 2 documentaries. It probably even has a freaking commentary or something. But hey, $5 for Queen. Oh, Misery is a great snow movie. Um, I might try to see if I can get the kids to watch Nickelodeon Snow Day with me this weekend before all the snow melts away. Should watch The Shining tonight. Yeah, yeah, The Shining would be a good one to watch. I actually have it in a Stephen King set that I don't think I've opened yet. So maybe I'll open it up and watch The Shining tonight. Yes, yes, Queen of the Damned is so good. I do like it. I do like it. It's a fun time. Oh, hang on a sec. I lost my Yes, yes, it is. It's so good. I have fun with it, but it'll probably get a 4K now. That's kinda just how that goes. I'll have to start checking out Dollar General. My Dollar Trees haven't had the best stuff lately. Yeah, man, like I said, my Dollar Trees have never carried movies. I've always had to rely on Dollar Tree or Dollar General and Big Lots, and my Big Lots is going away, so but my Dollar Generals have been doing really well. Watching The Shining, it's a good one. Queen was a big deal for Aaliyah's last movie. It wasn't complete. Yeah, they had to reshoot a lot of it and kind of piece it together. So that's why it's not like the best telling of an Anne Rice story because it wasn't really finished. But I still really enjoy it, and I always liked Aaliyah. Steve, how's it going, my friend? I hope you're having a good evening. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if she has seen it. If she's not seen The Shining, yeah, that's definitely got to be watched. I'll be watching it just to get into the mood. Midnight Mass on 4K. I'm going to agree with you so that way I can maybe find out what that movie is because I have not seen it, nor have I heard of it. The Night Flyer. Now I have heard of that one. That's a good one. Storm of the Century. Now that's great, Joel, but that one's stuck on DVD and probably will be forever. It's basically a glorified like, it's a mini series. It's a TV mini series that they released onto a really long DVD, right? Which is fine, but we might get lucky enough for a Blu-ray of it someday, but it's not looking very likely. Yeah, a little long because it's like I say, it's a mini series that they kind of smushed together as a really long movie. Okay, Midnight Mass is a show on Netflix from Mike Flanagan. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Um, I like Mike Flanagan. I like his style. I need to check out Hush as well. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. So the other one that I got from that same pickup, I grabbed up the Queen of the Damned. I upgraded another DVD of mine, which that's what I am trying to basically condense my DVDs down, purge them per se. I say that with the new boutique DVDs that I got, but I'm wanting to upgrade my like standard studio releases to something better. And this does not have a 4K, and it's kind of funny because when I pulled it off the DVD shelf, I didn't even really spend very much for it on DVD, so it's probably just going to turn into McKay's fodder. When the next time I go to McKay's, I'll probably just trade it in there. But I got the Blu-ray for Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. I've never seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. It is from the producer of Michael Clayton. That's what it says on the cover, anyways. I don't really know any of the other names attached to this, except for Jake Gyllenhaal. It's what I'm seeing from the quickness. But I hear a lot of really, really good things about Nightcrawler and Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in it. So I'm kind of excited to finally watch it, I guess. I probably should have watched it a while ago because, like I said, I've had it in my hand, in my grip for a bit. I grabbed it when it was on clearance at Dollar General or at Big Lots for $1.25. So I'm about $6 deep into it. Whatever. From what I understand, it's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to be a fun time. But like I said, I want to get it off my DVD shelf to save. I'm wanting to condense with the space that my DVDs take. I'm wanting to condense it down into condense standard single Blu-rays into 4K cases or Blu-ray cases or whatever, condense the best I can. Adam, how's it going, dude? Yeah, man. Been staying real warm, burning a fire. Me and the wife's been spending the day. Sorry about that. I got kicked from my own stream. That was a little weird. It might be because I was trying to screen share and I never brought the screen share in, so I think it just kind of crashed my Windows. But yeah, me and the wife's just been cuddled up, enjoying the snow day, watching a bunch of Star Wars. We're going through our Star Wars rewatch at the beginning of this year. It's getting a lot of movies under the belt. I'm already about 22 or 23 movies in for the year. So thanks for popping in, Adam. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm sure you're pretty busy this evening. It's a Saturday night. Nightcrawler is meh, nothing too exciting or shocking. Oh, and you're talking about Midnight Mass being his best work. Okay, I'll have to check it out, man. And you like Hush, so yeah, I'll have to check those, but like check both those out. Give them both like sit down and give them both a good amount of a good amount of my attention while I'm watching them. Crawler is good. Watched it a couple years ago. Okay. I mean, like I say, if it's a little divisive, that's fine too. Like I say, I'm not too upset about $5 on a blind buy. It's the it's the people that say I should blind buy $50 and $60 movies. I ain't about that. I don't even really think I want to buy my favorites for that price too often. Hey, Adam, just sub to your channel. You're now only 3 away. Heck yeah, dude. Yes. Yes. Let's get Adam to 1,000. Let's get Adam to 1,000. Yeah. Sorry, Eli. I don't know. Like I said, I guess my window crashed. I was trying to run a share screen at the same time and it just got to be too much. Yeah, man. You deserve to be well over 1,000. You don't feed into the FOMO. You just talk about your favorite movies. You got good taste in movies, so you're talking good movies when you are talking the movies. Definitely everybody should go check out Adam. Right? Well, actually, we started back from the beginning and watched 1 through 3 a few days ago. And then we watched the Obi-Wan series, and yesterday was Rogue One. We finished the Obi-Wan series and watched Rogue One, and then today we finished Han Solo and watched just about the entire original series. We got to finish last not Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi tomorrow. But yeah, watching through them, that's for sure. Ah, Smirk, thank you, my friend. Yes, just two more subs. And we're not talking about those tasty things you eat. We're talking about you clicking that little button there. I appreciate it, Adam. Maybe we'll get to do some work together this year on this platform, my good friend. I know you spent a good bit of your time last year moving, but I'm sure you're getting nuzzled into your movie room in your area right about now. I know I would be. Whew. All right. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing any. Nice. Nice. Boom. Boom. Yes. I'm not, I don't think that my stream did it, but heck yeah, man. I'm so glad you're at 1,000 now. That's awesome. Honestly, it's been a fun ride getting to know all you guys from the battles in the past. Yes. Yes, Adam. And it's just been fun, man. It's just been a lot of fun. Um, and you always like, man, you always have like some of the coolest movies that you're talking about, you know? When we were doing the battles, you'd pull out stuff that I'd never heard of, but I wanted to immediately go check it out and find out more about it. Your taste, man, your taste in movies is exquisite. So I did have an eBay order, and I I had to order a few things for work. Um, yes, he does. Yes, he does. He has some really cool things in his collection. Some of the coolest. I had to order some material for work through eBay, and decided to each time that I had to do that, I kind of got me a little something else myself. And I went ahead and picked up another Vestron, and this one did not come with a slip. It was sold to me as new, but I didn't know. It was just a stock photo, so it is what it is. Some people are in some group chats with me on Instagram, so they already know what it is. But hey, I mean, I got a digital for it, and now I'm looking for a slipcover. But we got Steel Dawn. I waited for many, many, many months for my Big Lots to grab this to get this movie, because Big Lots were getting it with a slipcover, and my Big Lots never did get it. So I went ahead and went through eBay, grabbed it for about $7. No slip, but whatever. It's Patrick Swayze, and it's spine number 23, so that's kind of cool. I've never heard of it either, Tiana. Uh, but I like Patrick Swayze, and I'm sure that people that was around here was around during the time of this movie know exactly what this movie is. Patrick Swayze was always a big name. Yeah, see, I wanted it to be a Big Lots pickup for me, because everyone that I seen that was getting it at Big Lots was getting it with the slipcover. Oh my. That doesn't make me very hopeful that I'll accomplish it then. You've got, like, a movie collection that's unmatched, and you're still missing 6? That's a fifth of the, collection, if my quick numbers are about right, because there's, what, 32 or 31? Oof. Yeah. Well, I haven't watched mine yet either, but I'm gonna start picking through some of my Vestron titles real soon. Yeah. Lionsgate does price them really well, and I love the Vestron series as well, but now that Lionsgate's doing their Lionsgate Limited, I'm not so sure we're gonna keep getting, any more Vestrons. The Vestron line might be dead. I mean, they haven't released anything since Blue Steel. It's been over a calendar year now. So, kinda stinks. Now another one that I got, and it came, I wanna show you guys this, janky case first. It came in this janky case, so but it was sold to me like that. I knew it was gonna be like that. It was, like I said, it was an eBay order, but the case is kinda bent in. You can kinda see it if we straighten it out in a way, sort of, but it's kinda bent in, kinda wobbly there. Um, and, Well, I just threw it in a different case for now because I do have a replacement case, but because you're not a fan of them all. Well, so far I've been a fan of what I've seen, and I figure that they've got pretty good films. Maybe I won't like them all though. I don't really want to be one to have movies in my collection that I don't like. So that is for sure too. But from what I had started to gather, I liked everything that I was seeing from Vestron so far. So I figured that maybe it'd be the first line that I'd go for. Yeah, I have just a few as well. You guys can kind of see them right there. Oh, I guess out this way. Yeah, right about there. That's all my Vestrons. So yeah, I was wanting to see that because of I don't remember why. Maybe who made it? Maybe it was the director. There was a reason why that movie was on my list to watch it, and then when I went to go look for it, I don't know why. I just haven't gotten it yet, but I couldn't remember why. But it's on my list to watch it for some reason. Yes, yes, I do have the gate, and I actually got the gate before I knew what Vestron was. Same with Little Monsters. I got that one before I knew what Vestron was as well. Oh, is known for years between tiles. Okay, okay. I mean, I do have a really old Vestron that I'm sure that it doesn't count. It doesn't have a number on it, but and I seen it out and about, just thought it was real cool. But that's my Vestron video of Rawhead Rex VHS tape. That was many years ago. I don't think they don't have this in their line. I don't believe. But it's cool. It's a nice slippy slips. Every VHS was a slip if it wasn't a clamshell, right? One of my favorite VHS I have is a Vestron, so I dig Vestron. Yes, they do have those still books, but I'm wondering if they're gonna basically redo all their slips and still books and try to get people to rebuy them. I hope not. Holland, how's it going, friend? I hope you're doing well this evening. I've been seeing you pop up in some other live streams. I mean, you pop up in like all the live streams. It's not really a live stream if you don't pop in and say hi, right? The Steelbook, yeah, yeah. I'd love to upgrade it from VHS. I will someday. I'm sure there's many ways. There's many options, upgrade options. So yeah, the one that I got. Now I got this, and like I said, I have it in this other case because I'm trying to get it kind of flattened out where that other case was bent in, and I knew it was bent. It was listed like that on eBay. No, it was no big deal because I really wanted to upgrade this film last year. It came out about this time last year. It was an early release, and I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know what Second Sight was. And to me, all I knew was, damn, that's a lot of money for an upgrade, and I have the DVD. I'll just be fine with it. Well, as you guys know, like I say, I'm trying to upgrade DVDs, pair them up with the 4Ks, pair them up with the Blu-rays, la di da di da. Well, I went ahead and got High Tension from Second Sight. I love this movie. I've had the DVD since basically it come out, and it was time to upgrade. I was shown this movie on an import DVD way back in the day before I think it was actually like known what it was in the US. My uncle had it. He was a big fan of this movie. Um, so like I said, I wanted to grab this up, and I don't think the big box is available anymore. If it is, oh well. This was my first second site that's just going to be in a standalone case, and that's okay because I really just want their movies for their transfer that's on the disc. And if I didn't have this on DVD, I would have wanted to get the big box, so I got a Blu-ray disc with it as well. My whole thing is that when I have a 4K, I'd like to have an a format, another disc format that is a DVD or a Blu-ray, because I have basically Blu-ray players all throughout the house and 4K players just in one or two rooms, you know? So, uh, just really glad that I was able to grab this one up. And I just kind of have it, like I said, I have it in here kind of flattening out where that case was busted up. And I'm not going to leave it in this, though I do like it in this red case. I think it looks pretty nice. Um, I'm not going to leave it here. It fits well. But I have a replacement case. Basically, my mom's Arrow release of uh, Demolition Man that was damaged. I'm going to swap out my damaged case with her damaged box, and just when we ship it back to Amazon, we're going to ship it back with that, and I'll at least get me a good working case for this. But the disc was fine. The disc was in great condition, because I went ahead and opened it up and wanted to check and make sure the disc was good, because it was still sealed. It was still shrink wrapped. It just kind of had like the disc was crushed in packaging when they received it. But everything was perfectly fine, and I got a second sight for a movie that I already knew I wanted. I didn't really care what, like, label wise, but I got it for $25. Like, this doesn't go for that. And they were kind of a local seller, like they eBay wise. When I looked up where they were at, they were only about an hour and 45 minutes or so from where I live. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, I got myself another second sight. This is only my third one. I have the more condensed version, the more condensed, smaller version of Dawn of the Dead. That was my first one, and I didn't know who Second Sight was. I got it because I wanted Dawn of the Dead on 4K, and then I knew who Second Sight was by the time I got it, but by the time because I was hyped for it, I was only hyped for the movie because of the movie itself, and I had been hyped for the movie longer than I knew who Second Sight was, and that was The Hitcher. So I think that High Tension to sit alongside Dawn of the Dead and The Hitcher really is a nice, good start for the Second Sight boutique label for me, and I really plan on adding some more Second Sight to my collection this year. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how he does it. I don't. It's gotta be the AI, or he opens up 6 different streams on one web browser, and his computer can handle all that. Yeah, it's so good, man. Like I said, I have a fun time with it, man. Um, I have a DVD from a long time ago, ended up selling most of the DVDs off. Yeah, yeah, the big box. The big box was nice. Like I said, I'm not about getting big boxes for all of them. I'm really just happy to get like a really good transfer and just a standard freaking 4K disc. Like I said, my biggest issue is that I don't have 4K players all over the house, so I still like to keep an older disc for the freedom to watch it everywhere in my house without needing to take my player with me. Don't sweat. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly where I'm at, man. It's all about the movie, and another cool package always comes. It always does. I haven't ever missed a movie that I want to get. That's why I say I can't be one to feed into FOMO of releases, because none of them matter that much to me. None of them are so cool that I have to swipe a card to get it. Like, I've never felt that way about any physical media release. And like, everybody was up in arms about the 200 and plus dollar um Never Ending Story. I freaking love that movie, but I mean, $200, it's going to get a standard 4K release. It's just going to. It's too popular of a movie to not get a standalone 4K release for everybody to buy, and then I won't have to spend $200. And now we're learning that the material they're making it out of was actual leather and they're handmade, so they have defects and stuff. I mean, if I would probably still be happy with it, to be honest. Like, I do like the Neverending Story. It's just when it dropped, I wasn't at a financial spot to get it. But I also know that I'll be just as happy with like a $30 or $40 4K release in 6 or 8 months, you know? Like, that's where I'm at because it'll have the same transfer even if it's from a different company. The 4Ks are region free, yes. Some Blu-rays are, some are not. I wanted to get the, Blair Witch Project set, but the Blu-rays are region locked. Now, I have a region free player as of now because I got one for Christmas, but when the Blair Witch came out, I did not have a player, and I wasn't going to spend that kind of money on a movie that at the moment I did not have a way to watch. But the next release they came out with was Creep, and it was a region free Blu-ray. So it's very hit or miss when it comes to their Blu-rays. And the Hitcher that I got, it has a Blu-ray and a 4K, and the Blu-ray is region free. And then they also did standalones for Blu-ray and 4K on Second Sight for the Hitcher, and both of those are region free as well. So I think when it comes to the 4Ks, always region free from Second Sight. And when it comes to the Blu-rays, it's on a case-to-case basis, and I would suggest checking Blu-ray.com to be sure. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Yep, right on it. Too expensive. Will definitely wait. Yes. See, like I say, I'm not gonna speak bad on anyone that spent their money on the Neverending Story set. If that's what you want to get and that's how you want to watch it and that's what you want to put in the background, in the background of your video and on your shelves, and that's your shelf fodder, I have nothing to say about that. I have my own shelf fodder that that I paid more money than people would expect someone to pay for, People would be like, "Oh, you overpaid for that." Well, to me, I didn't. So that's why I would never say anything about it. But to me, I just got Neverending Story on Blu-ray from Dollar General last spring. So I just upgraded my DVD, and I'm still rocking the double pack DVD with a single DVD that has uh yeah. My DVD has Neverending Story on side A and Neverending Story side 2, Neverending Story on side B, the part 2. So I'm okay with that for now. I'm like I said, I will probably get a 4K for Neverending Story because I do love it, but they're not going to get me on all that extra packaging. Not for that kind of price. If it was like maybe a little bit smaller, because I mean, you got to think about shelf space and real estate, and one movie taking up that much space when you could get like hell, I think the Paramount Presents box sets are smaller than that book or about the same size as that book, and they put 4 and 5 movies in it and a bunch of other cool things. Yeah, see, I have the Blu-ray for it too, and I just really got it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I assumed too, for the most part. Yeah, it is. The Blair Witch set is awesome, and I did want it because it has the intentional way to view the movie. My biggest problem with it is the region B, and like I said, I didn't have a player at the time. I do now. In hindsight, maybe I would have got it. I'm only kind of hoping that if one of my friends get the replacement disc, that I can get their older disc because I don't care about the off audio if I can see it in the way it's supposed to look. Like I want to see it the way it's supposed to look. Apparently, the only proper way it's been released on home video before the second site release in the way it was supposed to look was on Laserdisc, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Yeah, well, they're starting to unlock both on some releases. Because like I said, Blair Witch was after The Hitcher, and it was completely region locked, and then Creep came out after that on only a Blu-ray. It didn't have a 4K in it, but it was region free. So I don't really know what their determination is. It's got to be film rights as to what they're allowed to do for unlocked Blu-rays. Definitely a film by film basis, you know? Yeah, yeah, they definitely sell more because I had people that I know that was just getting the standard 4K or the standard Blu-ray for The Hitcher because it was the first time we were going to be able to watch it in the US that way, even on an import Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray was able to be watched here because it was region free, so that was really cool. Really, there might be a smaller shelf size never-ending store. Dude, are you serious? Like, where did you hear that from? Because I'm kind of intrigued by that. Reader's Digest edition. Yeah, right, right. Yeah, I'm super. Oh, part three though. Yeah, part three is stuck on like a multi-movie release DVD. Even I don't even know if it got its own release on a DVD. I think it's stuck in a like a 4-movie multi-pack. Yes, yes, part three. Same with Free Willy. Yeah, I think he is the lead for part three. Yo, 80s Made. What's up, my friend? How's it going? I hope you're doing well this evening. Everybody should go check him out. He does Saturday morning streams. Um, that's a good way to start your day off, you know. That's how I usually try to start my Saturdays off if I'm not working in the morning. I usually try to watch his stream and then watch a movie. Dude, yeah, I don't think, yeah, Beastmaster doesn't even have a DVD, does it? Beastmaster 2? I think I seen it uh, on a stream. I think you can stream it right here on YouTube. I think you can stream it. But that's it. I don't think it has a DVD here in the US, and that kind of stinks because I would love to have Beastmaster 2. Exactly. Yeah, it's all about the distribution rights. Thank you, Eli. Thank you. Yes, everyone, please go check him out. It's a great way to kick off your weekend on a Saturday morning. It's like my new Saturday morning cartoons. I'm sitting in his chat watching him talk. He's usually showing off some cool stuff that he's got for the week too. Hey Coco, how's it going? Thanks for joining in this evening. I hope you and Brian are doing well. Yes, Vinegar Syndrome should do it as a VSU. They already did part 1, right? But you know how much hell they'd get if they were like, okay, we got part 1. So then they'd have to do like Navy SEALs 2 then. And yeah, I don't know. I have Beastmaster VSU, but I have just the standard slip. I didn't get the big box edition. By the time I knew what Vinegar Syndrome was, that thing was already gone. Right? Right. Getting Beastmaster 2, baby. Let's get it. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Uncle Brett? Whoop whoop. Beastmaster 2 day. I'm telling you, man. I think a lot of people would have Beastmaster 2 day one. If they can get us to buy Iced, they got us on Beastmaster 2. They got us. But if anybody's seen that Iced slipcover, everybody knows why I had to get it. My name's on the slipcover. I had to get it. It's gonna sit right here. It's gonna sit right here and be my background for a little while, guys. It's gonna have to be. It just they got me. They got me. Okay, so I didn't know what Vinegar Syndrome was when it came out, but Beastmaster was one of my first titles to get after I learned about Vinegar Syndrome. So I learned about Vinegar Syndrome from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 release. And it's an ongoing joke that everybody buys Vinegar Syndrome in twos so that way they can sell one to make all their money back on the two they buy. And with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I actually bought 2 copies of it because I bought one for me and my friend. But everyone always is like, well, I'm buying one for me and my friend. And their friend is like reselling it on eBay. But I actually bought one for my uncle because it's his favorite Texas Chainsaw movie. And I bought one for myself because I was, because I love Texas Chainsaw and I was wanting to just upgrade it from my old DVD. But that's how I found them. And then I think right after that, I hit subscriber sale. And during that sale, I picked up the Beastmaster with the slipcover. And that slipcover went out of stock as well, the VSU slipcover. So honestly, I'm kind of okay with that because it gives me more of a chance to get stuff. I didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say what I didn't get, but let's just say I didn't get some stuff this last subscriber week sale based on the fact that it was limited to one per person and they were listing it as 8 and 10,000 in stock. And I figured the movie wouldn't sell out and it didn't. And it probably won't. And I might be able to get it on the halfway to Black Friday sale. But I am trying to get together a stream with a few other content creators about what we picked up for the Vinegar Syndrome week. So I don't really want to spoil too much on that too far ahead of time. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, I don't think. Um, I hate the buy two, sell one guys, especially when I can't. Exactly. I mean, they make enough for everybody that really wants one to get one, but they don't make enough for everybody that really wants one to get two, is the problem. So when people get two, they know you're selling it to someone that wanted it for the regular price. And maybe they just weren't able to get it on launch, like when the movie launched, because there were other things that came out that week too. And Vinegar Syndrome is really good at dropping nuggets when they do their releases, dropping nuggets, kind of sprinkling them throughout the whole week. So you have to be kind of picky and choosy what you get sometimes. So it makes it a lot harder when we have the buy two, sell one people. And I'm glad we're getting past that. Hey, you know what? Uh, scalpers are making it even worse for our community. And the reason why I say that, or for our hobby. And the reason why I say that is because the price of these things are already going up. Okay. So let's say our average new release steelbook is $40 because we have some that are like 45 and some that are like 35. So let's just shoot right in the middle and say $40 is our average. A scalper goes into Walmart and buys every single Walmart exclusive steelbook in store at all of their local Walmarts. If every scalper does that and there's only a handful left around and about for the regular Joe to get one, well, then everybody else goes to eBay to buy it from the scalper. That $40 steelbook just became 60 or 65. And then people buy it for the $65 because of the FOMO, because of the handful of influencers that have gotten the movie for free to show it off and feed the FOMO. And there's only a handful of people that really got lucky enough to buy it at MSRP. That's why I'm kind of okay if we can start nipping some of the scalper stuff in the bud, because it's already getting to be a little less affordable. We need to at least make it obtainable, you know? Whoop whoop. How's it going, TZ? Thanks for popping in this evening. Love seeing my juggalos up in here. I don't get to see a whole bunch in here too often. I hate it when it sells out before street date, yet there are sellers on eBay that have 20 available. Yes. See, that's what I'm getting tired of. It would be different if like an eBay user had two available, and they were used, maybe they bought them or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not even right. I don't know. It's hard to say what's fair and what's not fair, but that isn't one eBay seller having 20 in advance, and then you see all these people on eBay talking about, well, it's out of print, it's already out of stock. Like there was that big scare about the Friday the 13th Arrow being out of print and out of stock because it just sold out everywhere, and then all of a sudden there was all these scalpers on eBay that had it, and then Arrow restocked it, and you can get it for half price right now everywhere during the sale. I hate to feed into that FOMO, guys, because it's not always going to be impossible to get. Numbers on their releases, we already know they are limited and how many there are. They do though. So I don't know if you mess with the VSAs, but I have a couple VSAs. And the VSAs are handwritten numbered. Like my Expect No Mercy is 4053 of, I believe that's 5,000. Man, I really got to figure out my lighting on my new setup now that the desk is reorganized. But that's 5,000. Yeah, 4053. So that's handwritten. And so is my Unmasking the Idol. And that's 4684 of 5,000 as well. No, this one is of 6,000. So, but they do number those, and they hand number them. And that is the VSA line, and their spines are numbered as well. So Vinegar Syndrome does have a numbered system already going, Brian. That's how far behind I was when I started getting into them. These were some of the first things that I grabbed, not knowing much about Vinegar Syndrome, and didn't know that I was going to get them numbered and all that. But I guess their VSA line is their numbered line. So they do have one. Always have to watch those numbers. Once a run starts with a title, they go fast now because of FOMOs and resellers. So limits will help a little there. Yeah, it sure will. It sure will. I think it helped a lot with Ice. I don't know if Ice is out of stock yet or not, but I know that it finally hit under 1,000. And I feel like that helped, because there were a lot of people that were talking that movie up, but then there were a lot of people that were complaining on the Vinegar Syndrome Facebook page. They were like, oh, I can only buy one, but what about the one for my friend? And I'm like, well, tell your friend to get a Vinegar Syndrome account and start earning reward points. That's what I would say. Number the boxes. Well, like I say, there are some about how this hobby is getting infiltrated by salesmen. It sure is. It sure is. And Brian did. There's a good video for that. There's a good video for that. There's no putting that back in the box. eBay resellers watch us just to buy stock. This is true, but there's an easy way to fix that. We don't pre-order everything anymore. I watched it happen with video games, where when I was working at GameStop, Switch titles would get out of stock, and that's why a lot of people around me started going to digital Switch games, which is not the answer for movies, but what they were doing was they weren't sending as many to the stores, because people weren't buying them up. So I don't know. They stopped sending them to the stores because people weren't pre-ordering them. But if they would sell, for every time they would sell one, so it was a little hard, right? It was a little harsh for the customer base, because like the customer would go in, they'd have one in stock. Well, if they went in to get one for their buddy as well, they couldn't get two. But for every one that GameStop would sell, they'd turn around and order three more. But the reason why they weren't getting the stock is because they weren't pre-ordering. Well, the reason why people stopped pre-ordering was because video games aren't coming out complete anymore. Now, movies are coming out complete, but the scalpers hit the video game community hard, and at least they haven't done it with our players yet. That's probably coming next. I would say anybody that has a physical media collection and wants to have a way to be able to play it, go buy yourself a couple Xbox Ones, put them in a closet, buy yourself a PS5 Slim, the newer one, and buy an extra disc drive or two and sit it in the closet. Because the players are going to be the first thing that these people are going to scalp, that are going to be unobtainable. Scalping a movie doesn't make it unobtainable because there's other formats to get the movie on, but it's gonna players are gonna become unobtainable. So I would say start looking for good deals on players now and stashing them, because scalpers are gonna start buying them up. They just are. Like that's exactly where the market's going next, is scalpers buying players. People keep making YouTube videos talking about these are the 5 best players. These are the 5 best players. This is the best one. I'm telling you, there's people out there right now that went out there and bought all those UB820s that were on sale for the $300 or whatever, the $350. Somebody bought 5 or 6 of those players that they're leaving in the box in their closet, and as soon as they stop making players, they're going to turn around and buy 6 more of them. They'll have a dozen that they're going to turn around and sell for $1,000 a piece. That's what's going to happen, because they're watching us do it with movies. They're going to do it with the players, and then they'll do it with movies too. So our best bet is to stop buying the movies, or stop pre-ordering all the movies, because these companies have our money before they've ever even made a product, before they've ever even finished the remaster or restoration of a movie. They have our freaking money. We need to stop doing that. If we stop doing that, people would stop being like, "Oh, these people want this movie so bad." So as soon as the website goes live, I'm going to go with 5 bots that can go in there and buy 10 copies each. Because that's exactly what they're doing. They're watching us talk about our most anticipated movies, and then they're getting bots set up for it. I don't know how we stop that. I've never seen that. I don't have any VSAs. They need to do that with all releases. I know about spine numbers, but we need to more quantity numbers. I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think VSA might be their only line that has them actually physically handwritten, but I do understand why they should, because sometimes it feels like they just magically come up with another 1,000 slipcovers. So really, all the VSAs, how many of them are there? Because I have up to number 26 here, so there's at least 26, but I know I don't have the newest. I like the Dash editions, the so-called leftovers not sold from conventions and stores, and store and office copies. Dash editions. Adam, I'm gonna have to reach out to you and find out more about this Dash edition, because I've never heard of the Dash editions. So you have to tell me about that. Some skate shops make you stomp on the boxes when buying new shoes to prevent them. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because it got bad. It got really bad in the shoe community, because shoes are like Cadillacs you put on your feet nowadays. There's a whole market for it. Oh, you got them 97 Jordans. Oh, you got those. What was those old Echo shoes we used to wear back in the 2000s? You got those 2008 Echoes, brand new in the box, the lime green boys. Yeah, LG and Samsung. And I know that everybody says that it's not really a big thing. You shouldn't fear mongle, that LG not making players isn't a big deal. I mean, it kind of is, because what everybody kept saying about it not being a big deal with LG not making players anymore because they hadn't made a revised player since 2000. None of the companies have made a revised player since 2000. The UB 420 that just came out is only a new player for the United States. It was a 4K player in the UK in 2021 or 2022, I believe. I think it was 2021. So even still, that budget player that we're getting now was a budget player in the UK, in the UE, whatever, 3 years ago. None of the companies have made any new players for close to 5 years, anyways. That's the bad thing. The only companies that have made a new player are Optimo and this other company, Magtar, I think is their name. Ones that do like they have a built-in where you can put it in a rack, like a rack player. And those are players that most people aren't buying. They start at like $700-800 and go to up to $1,500 for the player, So I would worry about it a little bit, and I wouldn't be so naysay against using a console as your player. I know lots of people that use game consoles for their 4K players. They're just fine. I started off with an Xbox One S. Now I do have a standalone player now. Obviously, you upgrade over time. You step that way up. But in like 10 years, if we get to where we're not able to get players, are we really going to put our nose up and look down on an Xbox One being able to play our 4K discs when nothing else does? I don't think so. So I say buy them now and put them in the closet more or less, plug them in every 3-4 months, update the Blu-ray player app on it. That's what I would do. Right? Download patches for movies day one. Dude, it would be terrible. That's the biggest issue with gaming now is the day one patches. You get them with digital, you get them with disc. It doesn't really matter. The best thing about disc is that for me, for video games, is you still have a good chunk you have to download sometimes on a lot of games, but they can delist that game and they still leave the files on the server to call back for your disk. Like they don't pull the update files completely from the server. So you still have access to that game unless the game is online only. And to me, if I buy a game that only plays online and I can't play it off the internet, I usually don't buy the disc for that anyways, because if it has to be online to play it, it's not really a big deal to have it digital to me. The disc is nothing more than a coaster if the servers get shut down. So I don't usually invest in discs that will only work online. So have to start stomping on slip covers. I'm still trying to figure out where all of our slip covers are going. My Walmart never once seen a slip cover for Alien Romulus 4K. Never once. Never once. Not from day one on. Like, where are these slip covers going? I think these people that are transporting them need to be like opening boxes up everywhere they go. Slip covers are still on them. Slip covers are still on them. That should be a check mark on their delivery posts between like shipping from like store, retailer to retailer and whatnot. Dude, yes. That's what I hope for 2025. I hope for 2025 for less replacement discs. I want them to release a finished, fixed product. If we're giving them all this money before they've ever had the product out, we're kind of paying for the restoration anyways. It should be done. It should be printed to the disc correctly. And I'm not blaming the companies either. I'm not blaming no Second Sight, no Screen Factory. I don't know where these companies send their discs to be mastered. Where they send the discs to be mastered, that's where we should probably be questioning. Not the companies, not the studios, the mastering company. And from what I'm gathering, these discs are being made and wrapped, at least ones that I'm seeing, in Mexico. And I'm worried about that. If most of our discs in the US are coming from Mexico and we start getting 25% tariffs, our movies are going to get more expensive. I'm worried about that. So we should have good quality when we first get them. Pre-orders only a week before street date would be great. Yeah. I mean, they were trying to get me to pre-order stuff that come out in March and November. In November. So okay, guys, we still got a few people in the chat. I have a digital code to give away tonight. I have 2 digital codes. The first one I'm gonna do because I'm gonna end this at about 2 hours. So I got about 15 minutes left that I'm gonna go. I'm starting to get dry mouthed and running out of drink. I have a digital code for Evil Dead Rise, a 4K digital code for Evil Dead Rise I'd like to give away. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do hashtag EIVL, no capitals, and I'm going to start doing collect the comments. If you make it look like this, let's see if I can do this for us real quick. We're going to do this. I'm going to share that. So this is hashtag evil. If you want to enter, if you put that into the live stream chat right now, you will automatically be entered, and then I will spin the wheel in a few moments to look at that. Let me unshare that, but that's what you put in if you want to win a digital code for Evil Dead Rise. It is a 4K digital code. 51 VSAs, and I only have 2. Yeah, I'm not starting that. Yeah, definitely, dude. I'm excited to see what that's about. Because I don't really know. I don't know about dash editions. If you're talking about ones that have dashes and barcodes, I have a couple of those that I got from FYE, but that's because that was their practice, I believe. But I do have one dashed edition and one edition without the cover, just the standard. See, so is that what my Beastmaster is then? Is basically a dashed edition because it has it's a VSU with a slip cover, but not the big magnetic box. So I believe Sony is now charging so much more for their IP that more and more companies will stop making them. With Sony owning Blu-ray 4K, they can charge whatever they want. This is true. They can charge whatever they want. I also think that Disney started to set the precedent for some of the prices because a lot of the Disney prices started back around March of last year, around the time that they did the James Cameron releases. That's also when they stopped releasing Blu-ray standards and just doing Blu-ray and 4K combo packs. Disney started that, by the way. Yes, there is a huge difference between a PS5 and a standalone player, Eli, but in 5 years when you can't get any player, are you going to cry about having a PS5 to play your console in when you have no other option? Because I'm not. I'm going to be perfectly happy with a PS5 or an Xbox One if it's the only option I have to play my disc. And since they're not putting a Blu-ray disc in my 4K releases anymore, I'm going to have less option to watch them. So that's why I say I would still stock up on, I would get, if you're a gamer, I'd get a PS5 and I'd get a couple extra disc drives to go along with that. And still buy PS5 games on physical as well. But yeah, there is a big difference between a standalone player and a PS5. There is. But most people I know that I'm trying to get into physical media aren't going to care that much about the difference in the quality, just to be honest. Not in today's terms, and most people that don't know that there's a difference between a standalone player and a PS5 don't care that there's a difference. USA is the only country that's fully embraced streaming, hence why importing saved my collection. Yeah, and you know what though? I don't even think USA is has really fully embraced it, because I know a lot of friends that are trying to figure out how to get back into physical media collecting. The problem is that they've been away from it for so long. Now they're getting back in, they're trying to get back into it, and they're seeing the prices that we're dealing with, and they're almost just deciding to bite the bullet and stick with streaming. We've kind of shot ourselves in the foot by trying to get new people into our hobby, guys, because we've kept paying the price that these companies are charging, and from an outsider's view in, it's not looking so hot. It's not. I have friends that are like, I will buy that movie on DVD and be fine with it. And they're not talking about buying new release movies on DVD. They're talking about buying these ones that we're so excited about getting on 4K for the first time. They're talking about buying a 10-year-old DVD just to have the movie or stick with streaming. So I wish we could figure out a way to bring the prices back down. We have these sales going on right now, like the 3 for 33 deals on Amazon, which are great deals. And I've gotten a few people that don't normally collect movies to go in there and buy 3 or 6 movies, because at $10 and $12 a movie, that's where a lot of people feel comfortable spending, no matter the format. Most people don't even care about the format anymore. Were put on the top instead of a numbered edition. They were extras made, I believe, in case of damaged packaging. Okay, so that's what the dashes are, is when they dash out the barcode or where they put numbers at. Okay. I only have one of those in my collection, and it was, like I said, I got it at FYE back in the day, and I think that's just their standard practice, is to slash the barcode. The Disney prices are set high in the US. Same releases in other countries are the industry standard price. Yeah, and they're priced that high in the US because enough people paid that price in the US for them. And that's exactly why they're priced that way. I mean, I wasn't one that went out and bought all 4. Like, every time Disney dropped 4 steelbooks, I didn't go buy all 4 of them for the price. The prices weren't worth it. I mean, at 45 for them, yeah, but when they started releasing them at 65 and 70, when I was able to get Obi-Wan Kenobi 6 months prior, the exact same amount of 4K discs, the exact same amount of steel in the steelbook, actually maybe more steel, because they seem like they're getting a little thinner on their steel, for like almost half the price, because I got that for like $45. Like, the most I'll buy when you're charging that many and dropping 4 of them at a time, the most I'm even interested in probably getting is like 1, you know? Like, I'm only gonna get 1 of your new 4. And then they complain that their stuff doesn't sell enough. They've made it to where you gotta be picky and choosy what you get. I'm okay with it. I never feel too upset about what I missed out on, because I know that it'll come my way sooner or later, like in a different release of some sort. And now that with a region-free player, I'm doing what Brian, my buddy Brian over at Last Movie Standing's doing, and I've opened my world into region-free movies and imports. So that I'm going to be doing quite a bit of that in 2025. Whoop whoop, Swills. Hope you're well, my good friend. Super long game. I literally have physical media in this room that I've had in my possession since 1995. No joke. Like that, or maybe even longer, but I physically know, like, I have physical memory of using that cartridge or that tape, or, since 1993. Get the best editions of movies, right? And we freaking, well, the movies we made here, but the editions, yeah, they get the best editions of our movies. But see, we don't even make our movies here anymore. The ones that we buy, they're all made in Mexico now, I think. At least a lot of the ones I'm buying from the store, their plastic seal say made in Mexico, like the peel seal that you make to rip it open. Yeah, Germany does get good stuff. Yeah, the extra stuff is in German. Okay, so that's something that I didn't know about, and I don't know if this is or not. It might be. All the extras might be in German. That's something I didn't think about, but I bought my first German release. So let's go. Let me finish going over that eBay order, because that eBay order, was this second sight of High Tension and this Steel Dawn. Vestron. So, some boutiques. I also bought another boutique, and it's my very first step into this boutique label. It's a German media book, and it was my favorite movie of 2024. but I didn't know, and I might be a little upset. All the special features might actually be in German, but I know that the movie has an audio English, so I'm just happy to get it on 4K. But I ended up going with Cape Light's Late Night with the Devil 4K release. Let me this media book is freaking huge. Like, this is my first media book from Cape Light. Like, that's how much bigger it is than a standard like 4K case. Huge. One of my favorite movies of the year. I didn't really care, now that I'm region free, I don't care that the Blu-ray is region B. But I do know that it has the English audio on the 4K. So like I said, I'm very excited to have this, and I can Google Translate to look at read the book and whatever. But I did not think about the extras being in German. Whatever. I'm excited to have this one, and I got this for $37. And it was a lot more everywhere else. I feel like they priced it wrong. That they didn't know what they had, because I got it for under $40. And I didn't find Late Night with the Devil on any format. I couldn't find Late Night with the Devil on any label in 4K format for under like $43. I think the second site was like $43. So yes, a $5 difference changed my mind from getting the standard second site to getting this German media book, because in my not so extensive research, I thought that I could at least watch this in English, and I can watch the movie. I just may have lost on all the special features. I didn't think about that. I need to put Eli on tap. I need him on a messenger somewhere, so I can be like, "Yo, does this one have this and this one have that?" Kept evolving to DVDs, blues, and 4Ks. Yeah, yeah. Well, I first basically started collecting DVDs. That's when I was like, I'm going to the store, I'm buying new release movies. It was with DVDs. That's where I took the plunge. And I've been actively going to the store every week looking for stuff. Not old, just seasoned. Dude, dude, are you serious? My Walmart doesn't get any clearance steelbooks. I had to go out of town to find the clearance steelbooks that I did find, and even that Walmart never had the Deadpool steelbooks in stock. I would love to find a Deadpool steelbook for about $45, because I do like the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and I've just been waiting to either get one of the 4K steelbooks for about 40, 45, or I've been thinking about importing the 4K 3D, since I still massively watch 3D movies. Getting it with the 4K and the 3D format in one case is probably the best way for me to go personally. So, you want a tour of my room? Um, I'm so self-conscious about my room that I barely let people in real life come over and hang out with me. I've been wanting to host like board game nights with my homies and all kinds of stuff. A room tour may be coming real soon. Not real soon, but within the year. If I have enough people reach out to me and say they want it, maybe I'll get around to doing it. It's really just a lot of trying to get the right shelving and stuff in here. I just recently got a new shelf. It made one of my walls look pretty solid and pretty good. I really need like 2 more bookcases and to rearrange my room before I do a room tour, because I'm actually rearranging couches from a family room into this room and whatnot, because we kind of spend more time out here as a family watching movies and whatnot than we do in the actual family room. So I got a lot of work to do out in this room still before I do it. But if you go and you check out some of my older videos, you'll see a different background, because I used to be on the wall over there. You can't really see it real good, but I used to be on the wall over there. and this wall behind me used to be in front of me. So you can see what my other shelving looks like. I got shelves all down the wall and all the shelves are lit up, and it looked a lot nicer in my opinion than this background. But this is kind of where I had to set my computer up at once I got an actual computer and stopped doing all of my YouTube work on a cell phone. Dude, that Night Owl edition was awesome, and so is the Steelbook. I was just really worried about so I was worried about getting the Steelbook uh, f from from USPS, because a lot of my stuff gets shipped from USPS, and it does not get here in good condition, and like I said, Late Night with the Devil was, like, one of my favorite ones, and when I went to go order this was actually shipped within the United States. I believe they were somewhere up in New York is where it came from. And before I hit order, I messaged them and asked them how they were going to package this. And my goodness, they packaged it in this really let me rotate this real quick so I don't dox myself. They sent it in this really nice, like, fat box that has Fragile stickers all over it, and it had bubble wrap all the way around it, and it was tight in this box. But they said they said, I've never had an issue with shipping. It will be well taken care of. It will look just as good as it does in the pictures. So I knew that I wouldn't get it damaged, and that's the main reason why I jumped on it. Was A, I was able to get a 4K for under $40, and B, it was in good condition. Because to be honest, if I wouldn't have stumbled across this, I probably would have went with the standard second sight for about $45 and just been happy with it. I just happen to have eBay credit that I was using through for work, and like I said, it's a really nice addition. It's a really nice addition. Yeah, I want the second sight from Late Night as well. I think I'm going to dive a little bit more into second sight this year because of my buddy Jordan over at the Movie Den. That's like one of his favorites. He talks about them all the time. He absolutely loves what they do over there. Uh, to be honest, I'm not sure yet. I just got it just showed up today, and I haven't had a chance to open it yet. But it looks like it has hubs in it from what I can see here. It looks like there's hubs there. So it looks like it has hubs on the front and the back if you kind of look down the center there. So but it is my first Cape Light, and everybody says they really dig what Cape Light does. Nice. Making me feel a little better about my purchase. Even the extras are in English. Yeah, and now it did say when I looked this up on Blu-ray.com, it did say that the language was in German, and then it had an English audio option, but it only had German subtitles. There are not English subtitles. And sometimes when I'm laying in bed at night, I like to watch my stuff with subtitles on, but I don't have a 4K player in the bedroom, so I won't be watching this in the bedroom until I rotate some players around the house, which may be coming soon. It may be coming soon. I may have to start doing that. Yeah, I haven't ordered directly from Cape Light either. I just happened to stumble across this on eBay for probably a better price than I should have got on this. I probably shouldn't have got this for as cheap as $37, but I did. And like I said, I'm happy about it because this is my favorite movie of 2024. It just is. I had such a freaking blast with this. Brian got a really cool baseball tee from a company called Halftone Horror. Nice. So I really like Brian's t-shirts, Coco. Brian's t-shirts, me and him both really dig those baseball shirts because I have a Killer Clowns from Outer Space one as well in the red and the black, but I know he does. I know he has a few of the black ones with the blue sleeves. They're very comfy. Yes. Yes, Brian. There we go, dude. There we go. There we go. 1,000 subs. I do a movie room tour, which means that I better get working on my movie. I better get working on organizing my tour, my movie room now, so that way in maybe a few months, hopefully by the end of the year, I make it to that would be great. That is my goal for 2025 is to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Frank, how's it going, dude? I hope you're having a great Saturday, my friend. I know you were probably at the movies. I believe you use Saturday evenings to go see a movie. So thanks for popping in. I hope so, man. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I have a lot of okay. All right, the stream's been going for 2 years or for 2 hours now, so I can cuss a little bit. Uh, I feel like I have a lot of basic bitch type of stuff because I'm such a cheapskate when it comes to. Well, I'm not really a cheapskate. I don't know. I'm very careful and picky about how I spend my money, I guess. And I'm just very picky about it. So I feel like I have a lot of basic bitch stuff, but maybe I got some really cool things that nobody's seen in a while and things that I feel are basic because I've just had them for so long. So they've just kind of melted into my shelves and into my walls. And maybe that's something that collectors fall into, maybe a lot of us as collectors fall into this thing where we don't feel like some of the things we have are really cool and very special to us because we see some of the other things that other people have that we don't have, and we just assume that we've had something for so long that everybody that collects has it too. And maybe I've kind of fallen into that a little bit. I may have. Yes, dude. Yeah. See, I remember that. I was very excited when Davey had showed that off, and he was like, "Yeah, I got this because Eli was able to find it." Dude, I never seen a late night steelbook. Now that was a Blu-ray, and to be honest, I would have been perfectly fine with getting that film on Blu-ray. I didn't need to have it on 4K. If I was going to get it on 4K, I got it on 4K because obviously I the Blu-ray was region locked, so I needed to get at least one that was a little bit easier to play. And the 4K disc is still easier to play than a region locked Blu-ray for me at this point. But yeah, that steelbook for Late Night with the Devil was awesome. But all three of my local Walmarts, now mind you, when I say local, I have a Walmart that's 20 minutes away, and then I have one that's 55 minutes one way and 50 minutes the other way. And all three of those Walmarts only got Late Night with the Devil in on DVD. I would have almost been okay with even buying it on DVD because I think the film would look just fine on DVD, and the slipcover that the DVD release got was really cool. It got a really nice, slick, silky, smooth, you know, slipcover, and I really liked it. But I just kind of figured that the DVD did not do enough justice for my favorite film for the year. See, my mom thinks I have some cool stuff, but she's my mom, so of course she thinks, she might think my stuff's cooler than others people. Netter, hey Netter, thanks for joining in. I appreciate you being here. Everyone should please go check out Netter's network. Um, she is part of another community that I am a part of. That's not necessarily the physical media community. They talk movies over there, and they talk some their group is why I want to give Twin Peaks a try. But I found her through a friend of mine called Deleted Scenes, and I found him through Sin's Corner, which I found through Corey over at Wilkie's Movies and Music. So it's kind of like this thing where I just rolled in and rolled in. But I've just found a lot of really good people on here, and she's just one of them. So a lot of you that are in the chat probably have not heard of her. Please go give her channel a sub. Check her out. She does a stream on Thursday nights where she likes to introduce other YouTubers and kind of get her audience into what you've got going on. So maybe you guys could, network with her if you're in here and don't know who she is. Great lady. I'm an idiot. I got 4 copies of Late Night with the Devil, Cape Light Pictures and Second Sight's 4Ks, Steelbook, Blu-ray, and Umbrellas. Dude, I love the movie, and I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind having maybe still a Blu-ray that was region A, that was, my region, I wouldn't mind having the Steelbook Blu-ray. So maybe 2 versions of the movie, but I don't think I could do four versions of one movie that's that new. Maybe something like a Halloween, if they released like movies that I've been collecting for 15 and 20 years, I could see having multiple copies of, but a movie that just came out, I can't. There's too many new things coming out and too many things that I've missed out on over the years that I'm still trying to get and collect, that I just can't put all my eggs into a single one movie basket, even when it is one of my favorites. Now, Frank, since you've got all those, do you think I picked a good version to have if this is the only copy of this movie that I end up getting? Wow, you've got 10 or 11 Cape Light movies. Um, I might be a dum dum and maybe I missed it. I've watched a lot of your videos, man. I put a lot of your videos on and listen to them while I'm driving in the car. I have found a lot of movies because of you, because you like some of that more obscure horror that I've never heard of, and I really dig that. But have you done a video showing off any of your Cape Light releases? Because if so, I'd like to get a link to that and go watch that, because I really dig what they do. It's nice stuff. Like I said, I watched an unboxing video of this and it looked really nice. Yeah, yeah, it was my number one flick of 2024, just in general. And there was a lot of really good movies in 2024, but Late Night was just it was my favorite horror movie, and horror is one of my just favorite genres. So, I just had to have that one. Yes, thank you for sharing Frank's link. Everyone, please make sure to go subscribe to Frank if you're not, but I'm sure if you're here, you are. Dude, Wild Robot, that was a great one. That's one that I cannot get on this freaking Amazon sale. I can't get this Amazon sale to go. Also, we have quite a bit more people in here since I started it. So I'll let you guys know I have a giveaway going. If you type in hashtag evil to the chat, it will enter you to win a digital code for Evil Dead Rise on 4K. And it is a Movies Anywhere code, I do believe. So if you do want to enter that, we are giving that away. Yes, let's get him some more subs. It's called being frugal, not cheap. Thanks. There we go. That's a way nicer word. I like that. I like that. Let's see, characteristic. I guess naming of the characteristic a lot better. Yes, yes, dude. Wild Robot. Okay, so we got Late Night with the Devil, and Wild Robot is probably right underneath that. Um, I had such a fun time with that movie. Like I sat here and watched it with my kids, and as soon as the movie was over, my kids wanted to watch it again. Now they went back to their rooms and watched it, but like to get a 5-year-old kid to watch a movie back to back in today's world when their attention span is not quite like that, a movie's good if it does that. I feel like it's my kid's Wally. I'm way behind on the chat here. I'm so sorry, guys. Deleted scenes. Steven. Hello, my friend. Everyone, please make sure to go subscribe to him as well. I found a whole other grand community on YouTube because of my friend Steven. So, yes, please make sure to go like, share, and subscribe his videos as well as, I guess, mine, like he is asking. You have 8 or 9 Walmarts within 15 minutes of you. Yeah, see, if I had that, I could have all kinds of honestly, if I had that, I would probably have a lot more new release stuff to show off, because I'm tiptoey about ordering in the mail, because everything I order, it ends up getting delayed and pushed out and I don't get it. So like I ordered those Amazon 3 for 3 deals, right? I ordered that deal literally within 5 minutes of the sale going live or so. I ordered I ordered my stuff, and I haven't got a single one yet. There's people selling their digital copies out of the 3 for 33 movies, and I have them pushed out as far as as far as February 25th for one to show up. I was supposed to have a couple show up. My first 2 show up today, but because of the snow, they've gotten pushed out until no sooner than the 15th. So Amazon 2-day does not work for me, and people are getting stuff for 1 day, but I haven't had Amazon 2-day in my area since 2021. Well, actually, basically 2020. Basically, yeah. Dude, DVDs had some of the best packaging, and DVDs with core unique slips. Now, see, when I keep talking about the purging of my DVDs, I don't mean I'm getting rid of the movie altogether. More or less, I want to combine the DVD into the Blu-ray. But if they have a special case or packaging, I'm keeping it. There are a couple movies here that I have, like I said, I don't do it too often, but that I have multiple copies of. Like Dogma. I got a special edition DVD of Dogma, and I have a standard DVD and a standard Blu-ray. So I try to keep that, I try to keep that special edition one in good condition. Yeah, holy cow, right? Right? 8 Walmarts. Like I said, I got one that's 25 minutes, and they've only had DVDs for years. I got to drive 55 minutes for one with a DVD bin, and I drive 50 minutes to get clearance steelbooks. So I can get different things in different directions, but damn, that's a lot of ways I got to drive. And my thing is if I got to drive 55 minutes to go to one Walmart, I'm only like another 45 minutes away from there, and I'm just at Orbit. So I just rather go to Orbit. Now, I got a question. I got 18 of you guys in here right now. And a lot of you guys that are in here right now support my channel on the regular. Would you guys be interested in me possibly hosting maybe a 30-minute live stream at Orbit, like in store at Orbit? Because I've thought about going to Orbit and doing an in-store live stream while I'm there. The last time I went there without like a group of people, when I went by myself, I was filming the whole time I was in there. And if you go back and you look at my channel, I have a video. It's one of my best videos from about a year ago when I did a store tour. And then I came home and I edited it all up and everything. They didn't care that I was in there recording in the store recording. So let me know, guys, if you would be interested in me doing like a live stream from Orbit, or if maybe I should just do a recording and edit it down and put it on the channel instead. Hey Stacy, how's it going? This is my good friend Stacy. I've met her through some of the live chats recently. I believe the first place I seen her was actually here in my stream. I'm not trying to sound like, but that's where I first seen her, and then I've been seeing her pop up in a lot of my friends' streams lately, and very good supporter of all of the streams. My 3 favorite John Travolta movies or roles. Okay, right off the rip, Face Off. Face Off is my favorite Travolta and Nick Cage movie. Face Off is just one of my favorite movies of like all time. And now I feel a little bad because I haven't even opened up my Kino 4K yet to watch it, and I've had it for almost a year. Ooh, I should probably get around to watching that. Another one. I really like him in Pulp Fiction. I think he's great in Pulp Fiction. And then I want to talk about, you know what? Hell, why not? A lot of people will laugh at me about this, but I love John Travolta in Battlefield Earth. I know it's not a great movie. I have a lot of fun with that movie. It's probably going to get a Vinegar Syndrome VSU this year. I bet our next VSU it's going to be Battlefield. Battlefield Earth. Let's just say that right. But yeah, those are probably my 3 favorite. John Travolta ate that role up in Battlefield Earth. Whether that you like the movie or not, whether you think it's good or not, which we all know it's not considered a good movie, John Travolta still ate the role up. Oh, Netter, you're such a sweetheart yourself. Every time I pop into your guys' chats, you guys always say hi to me. You guys are always you guys always stop kind of what you're doing just to make sure you say hi to me. And you guys will be off in a tangent of a conversation where I'm 45 minutes late to your stream and you still just take a pause and say hi to me. So the least I can do is tell people to come check you out. I'm just a big fan of John Doe Juggalo. Thanks, Space Fraggle. Everybody, this is one of our channel members here. I want to give a nice shout out to Space Fraggle. He's been a very big supporter of the channel. He was one of the first channel members, and he's also gifted memberships to other people, and he's done uh, uh, super chats and super stickers and everything. Like, he's just been a very good supporter, and he said that 10 minutes ago, and I'm just really behind on the chat. I do apologize, guys. Thanks for sticking with me being behind on the chat and everything like I am, but I do appreciate it. And thank you for such kind words, Space Fraggle. Would Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the lead roles of Stakeout have improved that movie? Thanks. Okay. I do not know. I love Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. I've seen a movie or two of them together. I've never seen Stakeout, and I only own another Stakeout, and I own it because it was one of my Big Lots great gifts, like great finds. So I've only ever seen. I don't even have it. I only have the one that nobody seems to like. Really, Cape Light Pictures transfer is better than Second Sight's 4K transfer for Late Night with the Devil. Really? Okay, cool. Well, maybe I got the good one. Got the good release. Oh yeah, yeah. Grab it up. Grab it up. Okay, I did think you did a Cape Light picture video. I was pretty sure you did. I probably have seen it. I probably didn't miss it, but I'm gonna go back and do a rewatch of it, Frank, because I am now like Cape Light's in my zeitgeist. It's one of those things where once it's in my zeitgeist and I know about it, then I try to pay more attention to it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. KB, hey buddy, such a great friend. KB is the entire reason that I am even live on YouTube at this moment. KB was one of the first people to ever support me on YouTube and tell me just to jump in and go for it. So thanks for popping in. That was over 10 minutes ago. He's probably got out of here and got to bed, but thanks for popping in, KB. I appreciate it. Please, everybody, go check out KB's channel. John Larroquette probably should have, because I loved him in Night Court and he was great commentarying the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but he probably should have because he's always been one of my favorites. Jordan, how's it going, dude? I shouted you out a couple times in the video because I was talking about one of your favorites, Second Sight, and how I bought one of probably your favorite releases of last year. I finally grabbed up one of mine that I missed last year on eBay, and it came in kind of a busted up case, but it was a DVD upgrade for me, and I grabbed that high tension. You know, I kind of had to. It's one of my favorite movies, and it was just one that I missed last year. Frank is another one. Yes, I need to see his collection and see how his room is set up. I'd love to see how his stuff is going. All right, cool. Got some people in on the Evil Dead giveaway. Yeah, I'm still going, Corey. I'm gonna try to end it up pretty quick. I haven't even went over the Hucks movie challenge. I'm gonna do that too before we go. So I think we might hit close to that 3 hour. I was trying not to overtalk you guys this evening, but thanks for everybody popping in. Trade Kurt Russell starring role in a movie for Dennis Quaid starring role in a movie. Thanks. Okay, so I like Dennis Quaid and I like Kurt Russell. I like them both. If I had to swap one, it's just because I like Dennis Quaid in this movie, and I think Kurt Russell would do just as good. But I'm gonna swap them. I'm gonna put Kurt Russell in Frequency. Allie, hi. Thanks for popping in. Joel, I'll be ending as soon as I go over my watch list. And actually, I'm actually getting tired. So I think I'm going to skip the watch list and I might just do a separate video and release that later this week about my 52-week watch list challenge. It'll be a little bit later, but then, it'll be a week past, but it won't be too far in that you guys can't catch up. But I'm doing that with my friend Huck over at Hucks Pop Movie Culture. What would you make the plot of a Magic Eye movie live action, and who would you cast? I don't know what Magic Eye is, so I can't answer that. I do apologize. Ooh, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Torso. It got a vinegar syndrome through Cinematograph, I believe. Nice. I love seeing the subscription love between everyone. It's great. Oh, you know what, Frank? I don't think they did, buddy. You said you didn't think the links worked, and it's because I think it might be set up as only mods can share links. But Frank, you just got one of them wrenches, my good sir. So you can share the link for that your Cape Light video, because I'm sure that's what you were talking about there. I'm a few minutes behind on that. Oh, whew, see, getting past some highs here. See, I need to see Strange Darling still. I need to find a way to watch it so I can check it out. Have you heard about the new A24 horror being made called Acid Mountain? It's about a woman that captures people and tests acid on them and masks and straight jackets them with knives on. Whoa! I have not heard about that, but I will tell you, last night I watched an A24 film that I missed from last year called I Saw the TV Glow. And I can see why some people don't like it, but I liked it, and it just more solidifies the fact that I like A24. So, I am definitely gonna have to keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, and, makes them roll around. Yeah, and scores them. Yeah, see, I would've yeah, that's probably gonna be awesome. Yeah, it sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. Corey, you caught me, If there's people to chat to, I go, don't I? It's slated for release in August of 2026. Okay, yeah, I'll probably keep that, keep an eye out for that because I definitely like the A24 films. So, and I've been trying to keep my eye out for them a lot more often. I'm definitely trying to go into that one blind. I've heard that quite a bit, KB. So I'm definitely trying to go into Strange Darling blind. Orbit Livestream? Okay. Okay. Cool. That's where we're rolling with. Go in blind. Hey, usually when I go into the store, Mark's behind the counter, ringing people up. Like, I've talked to him several times. Like, he knows me as the guy that comes from a certain area because I always tell him, "Hey, I'm coming from so and so," because I like to let him know that I'm still sort of local, but that like his foot traffic reach is further than he may realize. but I think he kind of figures out who I am now. All right, cool, cool, cool. No, they've never minded me recording, at least as far as I know. Last year they didn't. I was in there recording for about 3 hours. It turned into like about a 45, 50-minute video. So definitely do a live at Orbit. That would be cool. I'm thinking of doing a video at the archive the next time I head there. Yes, dude, I would love to see the archive. I'll tune into that like right now. Like, put that video out. I want to see what the archive looks like. I'm very interested in seeing that. What movie would be what what movie would be a fun roller coaster? Face Off, Armageddon. Stay tuned. Fifth Element. Thanks. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna watch Face Off real soon. Actually, yes. From Paris with Love is also another one that I love from John Travolta. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies too, just in general. My favorite scene when you see Sylvester Stallone as Terminator 2. I love it. Good night, Eli. Yes, I hope you have a great weekend and stay safe as well, my friend. Lots of snow, lots of fires, lots of everything going on. Oh, KB, thanks, thanks. Watch it from the bed. Would you like to see a streaming series made? Would you like to see a streaming series made of your favorite movies? Thanks, Jeff. Um, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. That would be fun. I could probably do that. I've been wanting to work with other YouTubers and stuff this year as well. So, if you guys are if there's other YouTubers that want to just do stuff and want me on their channel or want to do like co-streams or come on my channel, um, let me know. About to head out here as well. Thanks for the great stream. Yes. Have a good night, Brian. Hey, phenomenon. See, it's hard. It's hard. You can't really say bad. You can't really say that anybody's 3 favorite John Travolta movies are bad. He does so many good ones. I well, I don't think I really want The Faculty remade. The Faculty is kind of a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but I'm glad that The Faculty is finally getting the love it deserves. And yes, Allie, great stream with Anthony and Tony earlier. I was there for that whole stream. What a great time. I'm old. I remember Grease. Hey, Grease is awesome, man. I love Grease. Have made another movie where they star together. What would they have done in that one? Thanks. Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Let's see. A sequel to The Last Kingpin, right? Is that the name of the movie? The one where Harrelson's a bowler? Let's do a sequel to that and have Wesley Snipes in it as well, and they're both bowlers, and it's a comedy. I did not see Azrael. It definitely went under my radar. Releasing a slip here pretty soon. Okay, so look, I'm gonna have to get a hold of you as well about that and find out where I need to be ordering my umbrella releases from because I have 0 umbrella. So I'm hoping to like I said, I'm hoping this year to spend a little bit more time dabbling into Second Sight and umbrella and always working on Vestron as I go. But I don't really have that many boutiques. You guys can kind of see all my boutiques right here. Like that's all my boutiques. That shelf right there is pretty much everything that I have that's boutique. So I don't really know much about umbrella, but I definitely will have to check that out. And like I said, I need to figure out where the best place is to order because I still want that one of the Mario sets. That would be dope. What is a book you want a movie to be made into a movie? Okay, I would love it and this is gonna be kinda stupid to some people, but it was a book that I read growing up, and I think it could be a very meaningful movie. It's a short book, so I would say it'd probably be one of those 85 to 95-minute movies, which is great for me. I miss the 90-minute movie. Let's do a movie of Dear Mr. Henshaw. I love that book. If you don't know that book, go look it up. It's amazing. My favorite Nick Cage film is Face Off. Face Off is my favorite Nick Cage and John Travolta film. If I have to choose just one, for either one of them, I'm choosing Face Off. It's also my favorite John Woo movie. I just really love Face Off. Like I remember being young, and going to the drive-in to see that. And as soon as that movie came out on home release, my parents had it. So I've just always grew up really loving Face Off. A close second is Con Air though, because I grew up watching a lot of Con Air in our house too. Blowout. Okay, see, so I heard a lot about Blowout, and I will be keeping Blowout on my short list of things to pick up in July for Criterion. I get kind of lucky with the Criterion sales because I usually get uh gift cards for Barnes and Noble for my birthday because my birthday's in July. So I'll usually wait till closer to the end of the month before I make my final decision. And I'll usually be able to pick up a nice handful of Criterions in July. And then for November, I usually pick up a couple myself, and then I usually get some for Christmas because my family buys some during the sale. So Blowout is on my short list, and all of my family and stuff have my wish list. So I should have Blowout soon, because everybody keeps talking about it. Favorite two Scream movies? Dwayne the Rock, John, The Rock. Hmm. Honestly, my favorite movies from The Rock are probably gonna be the first Jumanji he was in. I just had so much fun with that. And I'm gonna go all the way back to The Rundown with Sean William Scott. Those are my favorite. Collector's edition for Umbrella Entertainment. You gotta go through the website. Basic slip covers, third-party websites like Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD, Atomic Movie Store, etc. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't really need big boxes for all my stuff. I'm fine with basic slip covers for everything as long as the disc is the same disc that I'm getting inside that basic. I'm usually fine with the basic because I know that they have good cuts. I know they have good transfers. So if I'm still getting a good transfer in a basic, I'm usually fine with that. But I would like to get that chunky box for that Mario Brothers still. Honestly, if I make anything back on tax return this year, I'm probably getting that Mario box. And that's probably the only thing I'm getting because that Mario box is like $100, and I'll be lucky if I make $100 back on taxes this year. I'll probably end up owing more than a few Umbrella releases worth of taxes, anyways. Yes, yes. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate it. I don't mind. I don't mind answering the questions. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer questions in the chat. Because I'm just excited that I have a chat here to ask me the questions. I'm going to take just one moment though and step away, and you guys can look at the beautiful background of movies here for just a second. I had to get myself a drink and a stretch. Let me mute this just a second so you guys don't have to hear this. I knew somebody was going to get to it. Between you and Frank, you guys are my go-tos when it comes to these newer boutique labels that I haven't heard much about and where to get them at. I've actually been thinking about possibly making normal drives to orbit so I could start getting stuff a little bit earlier to talk about on the channel here. If I'm going to buy this stuff anyways, I could just drive out to the store and get it before they ship it out to people. So that way, some of the people that get their stuff really early and, they're talking about it before my stuff's ever even processed through Amazon or the likes, I could just drive to Orbit and buy it. Who would I cast as Mr. Henshaw? Now that he's the age that he is, probably Tom Hanks. I think Tom Hanks would be a good Mr. Henshaw nowadays. It's such a good book. I have a copy somewhere here. My books are kind of spread throughout the house. I have a few books here in my movie room, ones that are movie related or game related. And then I have like just some of my all-time favorite books. But even some of my all-time favorite books are also out with like all my pop figures and stuff in a whole nother room. So I've never seen 8mm. That's one that's on my watch list now. Yes, I think that's exactly how I would want the film to be. Almost like if you think about that old Eminem music video where he had the fan writing to him, and then they would cut back and forth between the two and cut in scenes in between. Just do a movie like that because there's enough material there where he's writing the stories and describing the stuff to Mr. Henshaw so that it could show him kind of writing the story and then the back and forth and they could kind of show parts of the story that he's describing to him. I think that would be a great way to do it. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? That would be a good movie. You could include 8 or 9 of the letters they write back and forth. Exactly, exactly. That's what I say. I think it's a good idea. If a movie of chess was being made, who would you cast as the queens and kings? I'm not very good at names when it comes to actors and actresses. That's where I fault so um so quick. Um I would say for the queens we'd probably have to put Emily Blunt in one of those cuz she's pretty big right now and most people like her. And I don't know, maybe I'm trying to think about maybe Zendaya for another one. I mean, they're both pretty big actors, actresses. Actor wise, I'm not sure. I'm really bad with actors' names when it comes to like the newer ones. It's the seasoned actors that I really know off the top of my head so well. I'm really bad about the new actors. I'm just like, hey, I remember them from this movie, and then I go look the movie up, and I'm like, oh, that's their name. So that's a really hard question for me to answer. I just don't know names of them that often. But Kings, maybe Henry Cavill and Sam Rockwell. There we go. I like both them guys. I don't know. Right? She popped off with them questions. A nuke, Indian in the cupboard, and then sequels. Okay. Okay. Um, honestly, a movie when we talk about Indian in the cupboard and toys, I would have loved to have seen a sequel to Toy Soldiers. Like, whatever happened to that? I know that movie probably didn't do very well, but I remember seeing that movie in the theater as a kid, and I just always loved it. It was always so fun. Some of my favorite franchises, I love the Legend of Zelda. It's always been one of my favorites. I believe the original Legend of Zelda was probably the first game I ever finished and ever beat as a young kid. Uh, I have it right here in reach. I can grab it. This is one of my favorite franchises. One of my favorite franchises is the Metroid franchise. This is my complete in box Metroid Zero Mission. I want to show that off a little bit because it's one of the holy grails of the collection. It's nice and minty. I should probably buy a plastic box for it from that Katana website. I don't really box up my video games. I never boxed up any of my stuff or put anything in plastic protectors until I was a part of the movie community. And then of newer ones, because I know those are kind of older, probably my newest one, and it's even kind of old now, is BioShock. I love BioShock. I would almost do anything. Not anything. Let me rephrase that. I would almost give up any video game movie that's already out because there's not very many of them, and I'm even including like a good one. I'd give up a good video game franchise movie for a BioShock movie. Yeah, I sure am. I sure am still on. Okay, so I got this. Let's see, we got some entries. Let's go ahead and do this drawing real quick for the movie because I know some people are probably still waiting around just for that, and I don't want to be that guy. So, Netters Network. All right, so I have a digital code for you for Evil Dead Rise. It's a 4K code, and what I will do, Netters, is I will get a hold of you on Twitter X. I believe that's my contact for you is Twitter X. So I will get a hold of you and send you a code, send you a copy of that code. Thanks, Eli. I appreciate it, my friend. Gotta go play Uber driver. I'll be back if you're still live. Great stream and chat, everyone. Yes, yes, and thank you, Hunter. I appreciate you being here and being a part of the chat. It's been great. Okay, let's see. It's 1992. Jack Nicholson calls you. He says he can play George Washington for $35 million or Professor X for $40 million. He wants some advice. In what way do you advise Jack Nicholson? I tell Jack Nicholson to go with George Washington and do a more historical type of movie because in 1992, comic books were not something that they thought were going to be profitable and thriving. Dick Tracy had already kind of shown that was the comic book movies were a floundering, not success. I know Jack Nicholson had done Batman, but Batman was like the exception to comic book movies at that point. I'm not so sure he would have picked another comic book role. I would tell him to probably go with George Washington. It would have aged better. For the chess movie, I like to see Denzel as one long and Tom Cruise as the other, and then Charlize Theron and Bassett. I'm not sure who Bassett is, but I know who the other three are. For the Rooks, I'd cast Tom Selleck and Paul Rudd. Nice. Nice. Oh, Dark Room reviews. Do I own some Pokemon games? I do. And for some reason, if I was to sell all my Pokemon games, I could probably pay off my car. It's kind of sad how expensive some video games have got. But yeah, I'm to the point now where I could probably sell off one of my Pokemon games for quite a bit. Do I still have that one? Oh, it might already be gone. Oh no, it's here. Yeah, this one is worth like a car payment. Being complete in box, it's Pokemon Soul Silver. And it might even be worth a little more because this little meter that's in here is still in the box and still sealed. I never did open it up and use it, but the box is pretty much minty. It just has that one little bend from the one time it was opened. But yeah, I mean, this is basically a car payment for most people, and it shouldn't have been opened from that side because it's got a tab. So, but I got it that way. I believe I bought it that way. But even in that, even in the condition that it's in, it's probably worth that. But yeah, I have a few Pokemon games. I also have some Pokemon cards, and I'm not really sure how those are worth money, but they are. Sam Rockwell. Cool, cool, cool. We got a Sam Rockwell in there. And Billy Bob Thornton. And for the knights, I'd cast Zendalia and Wyatt Russell. For the pawns, I'd find some new people, but also cast Steve Buscemi and others. Dang, okay, cool. You got some you got some good people there for a cast. Should Alec Baldwin make another Western or stop in that genre? Well, I mean, he done shot somebody on the last one, so maybe I guess stop. I don't know. I've never seen him in a Western before, so I'm not really sure. Oh, Angela Bassett. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. He reported Bryan Singer is returning, not if, but when. Since then, I've spoken to him. He says he thinks Usual Suspects 2 with Kevin Spacey back as Kaiser Soze and a new cast of Unusual Suspects, a sequel movie or series is likely. I say if those people can be regulated, their talent is supreme and they can work and should work better entertainment. Okay, that's guys, that might be some inside information because I didn't know that there was well, not really insider information, but oh no, you've spoken to Jeff and Schneider. Okay. Wow. Hmm. Okay. I'm kind of excited about that, guys. That could be all right. I like Unusual Suspects. I haven't watched it in many years. I have it right. Oh, that's Untouchables. I might not have um I don't have Unusual Suspects. I need to get that one. I need to maybe restream it sometime soon. Right? That's what I was wondering. She talked to him? That's pretty darn cool. That's kinda like some insider information we're getting here on my stream. I appreciate that. That's cool. I share information with him here and there. He's starting to report the information regarding Paul Giamatti playing Stanley Kubrick in a series on the making of The Shining. Whoa! That would be awesome. I love Paul Giamatti. He's one of my favorites, and he's gonna play Stanley Kubrick? Ooh, that's that's pretty solid. Hmm. Oh, I hit that mic. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Well, I have caught all the way up with the chat. I want to thank everybody for popping in this evening, making this a very successful snowed in stream. We didn't quite hit the goal of um 5 teal super chats. That was the goal tonight. We got 2 and a teal super sticker. So if we would have gotten, 5 teals, I would have ran it. But that's okay. Maybe next time. And I might still end up getting something to still have for a physical giveaway. I do want to do some physical giveaways this year. Um, yeah, I have heard that. A That would be cool. Anna Taylor-Joy for Shelley. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, congratulations, everyone. You have a good night too, KB. Where is Strange Darling streaming yet? Do you know? Is there anywhere I can watch it streaming? Because I do want to check it out. Everybody's been talking about it, and I think I still have, if my number count is correct, I still need 4 more movies from 2024 to watch, because I wanted to watch 12 movies at the beginning of the year that I missed from last year. And so far, I believe I've watched 8. So Strange Darlings, I'd love to be a part of that dozen. I mean, I'll probably still watch it even still, but got to find out if that's streaming anywhere, because I do want to see it. Happy to secure my estate from the looters and fireline. I'm happy for you too. I'm happy for you too. That's got to be scary. That a Stephen King biopic. It's coming. It'll happen. Strange Darling. Okay. You see, I don't usually rent movies, so I'll probably just wait. If it's somewhere streaming on a service that I pay for, like rather than spend $6 to rent a single movie, if it comes to a streaming service, I'll go pay $6 for a month on that streaming service, and then I'll utilize that streaming service to watch like a bunch of things that I've missed. That's kind of I try to play that game. Frugal. That's the collector word of the night. Frugal. Anyways, my friends, thank you all so much. This was such a fun stream. Thank you all for the super chats and everything. I want to do more of these on Saturday night. I think the roundabout's going to be 10:10 p.m. is when I want to be starting these. But Ricky Moore, can it come back again? ? Heck yeah, let's do another wrestling movie. I loved The Wrestler. That's how I learned of Mickey Rourke, because of his comeback on The Wrestler. So yeah, let's do some more. Anyways, we're hitting almost that 3-hour mark. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, for the likes, the super chats, the super stickers, above and beyond the support in general, the chats. Thank you all for chatting with me. Thank you, Stacy, for all the questions that keep the stream going. Those things help out, quite a bit. If not, I just ramble on and on and on. I've gotten some good things. 2025 movie wise is looking very good. It's looking very good. So far this is my 2025, guys. So we're getting there. This is what we've gotten so far for 2025. I'll probably be sharing some pictures on my Instagram just to show off some stuff in little stacks and whatnot. But until next time, everybody have a great night. Yes. Good night. Take care. Be strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win. Till next time, remember.
Allow me to introduce each one of you, because after all, you each play an equal role in this establishment.
Y'all gotta bring big baby his money. Bring big baby his money. Bring big baby his money.
Shut up!